Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is a game War in the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play by email match against Xargun. He's allied player and for me it is Japan. This is scenario 1 on game version 26b and we are arriving already at the end of the March 42 time frame. And this means I have only 4 or 5 days left with amphibious assault bonus. This is also the reason why I must take now this base and unload my heavy units on Cylon before this bonus is over, or it will be much slower because there is no big port, so I need this amphibious assault or unload bonus. So yesterday I lost also a big tanker, so this is a medium-sized cargo ship, so Luckenbach, maybe it's a 10-point ship. So, but he is a American submarine still trying to interdict me in this hunter group, but they both don't choose to attack or cannot attack. Now Xargun is trying to make terror attacks at night like all the American and British, but nothing happens. More coming. We have high moonlight, I mean 85%, but the reduced bomb load on only 2 is maybe too little to have really impact. The Hudson's trying similar and failing. So this is the rest of my regiment is unloading and a little more dot bases. So still no allied task force trying to attack me at Cylon. That is nice. Or at Geralton. Rockhampton, I think I'm already out of range. But March and April is still of course a time where the allies are not so strong. And I have everywhere strong carrier support, so it would be a very risky operation for Xargun to try this. And last time my battle cruisers damaged Enterprise heavily, or at least damaged Enterprise, and this is maybe still a not good memory for him. So nothing over Auckland, Wellington. And I bombed this Chinese in the mountains. Not really a big impact. Rendering, maybe the weather is today a little better. No, still shitty. So not many hits. One more unit destroyed and 2 more disabled. Oh no, airstrike out of Colombo. I'm still waiting for the strong torpedo bomber from the British side. But they're not coming. It only gets detected. Nothing new. Xargun already knows that I'm here. A little more ground attack. Slowing down the Australian retreat. maybe I can still catch the enemy base forces. So Xargun move his AMCs to Churchtown, and I think I drop under 10,000, so I have no torpedoes more. But I get a 250 kilogram bomb hit in this cargo, local minesweeper. And this is, I think, enough to sink it. Hopefully. And if not, then stand down in Churchtown and will not escape. No. So, still no allied airstrike against my fleet. And this, I guess, is a local minesweeper. 1 point more for me. And here's one more Dutch base at Borneo. And still unloading some supplies. And I think this is the second battle for Lenchao. I'm not more sure. I think I had a battle, but a long time ago. So I tried to take over the city, and yeah, successful. But the Chinese are retreating. But they're retreating to Xining, so this is a death trap. So they can retreat, but they will not escape. I have here casualties, but 90% or even more is only disabled. So compared to the Chinese, it was a successful. More bombardments here. Now Jaffna, the battle, but I take the base. My tanks are trying to hunt them down. Similar situation to Darwin. I take the base, the tanks are not fighting, they are catching up and trying to destroy the two forces next turn. So I'm already with the enemy in the same hex. All is fine, I had no losses, only little disabled. Operation successful. Next battle here at Cook Islands, and similar situation. I have more tech value on paper, but the enemy has the terrain. But the enemy has no fort, so sooner or later I think I will have a lucky hit and then I take them out. Gisborne. There was a New Zealand troop. I kick them because they have still this retreat pass to Wellington, so they don't surrender. Okay, then I kick them once more. And this was a turn. So compared to the turn before yesterday, more successful. Number one question would be now, how looks Lenchao? Because there's oil and refineries and industry, so similar to Singapore, Palembang, of course not so big, but it can add additional supplies of fuel to Japan's war in China. So first, air losses, 3 for me, I 1 flag kill, this is a recon airplane and 2 ops losses. So the recon pilot gets killed, but is okay. Recon pilot for the army I can train very fast. So and this is Luckenbach, a 10-point ship. Slow but long range. But yeah. Let's wait for 43, it's latest 44, there are hundreds of them. Well, it's a Pacific shipping around. So, but again, one more cargo ship lost for Xargun. So Lenchao, let's say, make it quick. This is always good if you don't see a damage. And I see here a little damage, 8 of 52 for light industry. 12 for refineries. This is okay. That is a good capture. Not perfect, of course, but okay. Or even good. Not even okay would be like 30% damage, but this is less than 30% damage. The rest of China is fine, so I will now rest my units because there's not more much really. I can take this industry, there's more resources, okay, but I not really lack resources now. And the only big city with more impact would be here in the north, and this is a little far away. So I let my Mongolian army close in, and then they maybe take over and finish the rest. Chinese units moving here around, but normally they cannot break through. This is all heavy equipment. Here's a little soft, but yeah. Let's see and hope that the Xargun is not coming to this hex. I catch here also some other Chinese units trying to mess up with me, but I will hopefully defeat him soon. And this Chinese unit still try to cross the river, but I'm already closing in, so 2 more days and I can attack, or 3 days latest. Everything is fine. Burma, no air activity. I was still waiting for the Allied strategic bomb. Or I don't know. We have the agreement, the house rule, that we will not make strategic bombardments in 42. So I took this city. There is a little. Oh, I took all the industry, no damage. So now my tanks can finish off these 2 units. We will see if they surrender or not. My task force is closing in, so I need 1 more day to close in, and then the day after this I can unload. So 29th I'm still at the sea, 29th I start unloading, then I have still 30 and 31st to unload everything. 2 days is maybe enough to get rid of most of the cargo. And this means the next 2-3 days I still must stay here strong and try to scare Xargun away with all my carriers, battleships, and all the equipment. And hopefully will not be detected. It's a little risky here, but I will also more or less move out and meet my task force, and then I will sail them together and escort back to Jaffna. I will not stay here much longer because here is now already all unloaded. There's really nothing more left, so I can meet this other task force and link up. This was more or less, this 2 turns was a little risky, but I had no other choice. I simply count on, here's a big threat, and then the allies will more or less focus all on this and not trying to hunt something in the middle of the ocean. And I have also my torpedo bombers and port player, so only submarines was normally a big threat for this operation. But yeah, British subs are not the best. So everything else is here. I take this base, there's other invasion force for this base, so then this is all done. I'm already linking up with this Dutch force, and this story is over. I'm also catching up with Australian, maybe I can finish them off, who knows. And more attack value arrived at Garrison. Now I'm 1100, nearly 200. So this is now, there's still some left. So I need 1 more day to unload this, and plus all the supplies. But because Garrison is a little far away, I bring here direct a lot of supplies, and yeah. Rockhampton, I still need to walk out. There was terror attacks, but nothing really gets damaged. And after I destroyed my own, or I destroyed the base with my bombardment and airstrikes, so but 100 engineers was able to fix all the runway. Means now my aircraft can normally operate without additional damage. So I think if you have this damaged runways, then there's a higher chance that you have operational losses or maintenance issues. So my carriers are already nearly back. I need 1 more day, and then in 2 days I'm back in Nomaya, let's say this. And then Gisborne, achieve a victory, but this was not so important because the New Zealand guys are still here. The rest is forming up, and sooner or later I will also work on Wellington. A little trouble is this forces here in the wood or forest. I'm not so sure if I can take them out so easily or if they are stubborn and fighting to the end. So anything else? I don't think so. My submarines are still picking up some ships around Perth. I don't know how much reinforcements Xargun was able to bring into Perth. I also hope that my attack at Darwin, because I trigger this first, and then I hope he rush reinforcements to Alice Spring and try to build up a fort here in the north, and that he more or less call back his troops from Perth. Then my attack was in Rockhampton. Then he also was maybe shifting troops to the east, northeast, and in Perth is hopefully not too much. We will see. Yeah. And that is the end. So, yeah. Then take care. See you next time. Bye bye.